Hi everyone and welcome to AWS Julie. For today's video, we're continuing with our new series on needed AWS fundamentals to ensure you pass your AWS certification exams. Let's dive into the different cloud models. For this lesson, I want to talk about public cloud, private cloud, hybrid cloud, and multi-cloud. Specifically, what are the differences? So by the end of this lesson, you will understand what is and what isn't public, private, hybrid, and multi-cloud. And this will help you in your exams, but also in the real world too. So in an earlier lesson, we discussed cloud computing and what a cloud environment is. But you can see that we have different types of cloud. So let's start with the public cloud. What do you think makes a public cloud? Well, it's simply a cloud environment that is available to the public that meets the criteria we discussed in our earlier cloud computing lesson. And as we know, AWS offers a public cloud platform just like Azure and also Google. And this leads us into multi-cloud design. So what do you think a multi-cloud design looks like? Well, it's still the public cloud, but you are using more than one public cloud. So maybe you are using AWS and Azure, or AWS and Google, or maybe you're using all three, which sounds really cool, but it can be difficult to design and build. So next we have private cloud, which is pretty cool, and the private cloud has dedicated services for your environment, and those services are actually on premises. So these services are dedicated directly to your environment. And for each cloud vendor, they have private cloud services. For AWS, an example is AWS Outpost. But the main difference between having other services on premises and having a private cloud service on premises is that the private cloud still has to meet the cloud computing criteria we already discussed, but it also has to be dedicated directly to your business. And then that leads us into a hybrid cloud, which is using the public cloud and the private cloud together. Now, some people think a hybrid cloud is using AWS in your on-premises data center, but it really is not. If you use AWS and your on-premises data center together, that is actually a hybrid environment. So the difference is there, and it is easy to get the two confused. But a hybrid cloud model is a public and private cloud meeting the cloud computing criteria, and a hybrid environment is using your on-premises data center and AWS. Now, I didn't see any questions relating to this on my specific certifications that I've taken in the past, but I have heard others say that they had questions on cloud environments, so I did want to add this in. If you found this content useful, a like and a subscribe would mean a lot to me. It really helps me know what y'all like and gives me an indicator that I'm building useful content that helps. Now in our next video, we are going to continue our fundamental series and learn about public and private AWS services. Thanks so much for watching.